Hello and welcome, Sam Feltham, the fitness business dude here, and with me today is Zita Alves, who's been a personal trainer for 12 years, owner of Bath Bootcamp, and creator of the Ztrainer suspension fitness system. How you doing, Zita?
Hi Sam, I'm very well, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, pretty fantastic, pretty fantastic. So we've got you along today just to talk about the Ztrainer and sort of like how you set it up and things. So how and why did you come up with the Ztrainer?
Okay, so probably about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I was using suspension training in my personal training in boot camps. I just started to use it in boot camps. And I just found that it was very good, but having looked at the product we were using, that we thought we could come up with something better. And so basically we did. And through many prototypes, etc., we've now got what we use as the Ztrainer. And if anyone's not sure what suspension training fitness is, just imagine a towel. You find a tree, you hang a towel over a tree, and you pull yourself up with a towel, for example. That is a form of suspension training. So you're using straps, is a simple way to call them, to leverage a proportion of your body weight and to do exercises. And the best thing I love about it is, particularly in boot camps, is that you can get your pulling exercises in. So that was one of the main reasons that we also developed it, kind of saw a gap in the market of when you run bodyweight boot camps, they're great, and that's what I do.
Yep.
But one of the things that's missing is the ability to do your pulling movements. So particularly for women, it's quite hard sometimes. So that was one reason to develop a product that we could use in boot camps and fit pros can use for everybody, really. So that's kind of how it started, really.
Oh, amazing. And sort of when you first came up with the idea, was it just a case of sort of like you just sort of like put a design down on a piece of paper and then sort of went with it, or?
Well, kind of knew there were certain elements that I knew would and wouldn't work and that we wanted to use. So it was a case of things like the handles were quite a big deal, and we've gone through many different handles, and some of them were awful when we tried them and they didn't quite work. But that's one thing that we're really quite proud of with our product, is that we have nice foam contoured handles, and it does make a difference in people's grip. If you've got quite a small little handle, it's not quite the same. So we've worked quite hard to get the handle right. And yeah, it was very different to start with, just the way we anchored it. We tried things and got them made, and then different colours. I mean, we started off with green because green's my favourite colour.
Yeah.
We are now black, and we decided to go away from green, much as I was very sad. But black is just such a fab colour sometimes. Everyone loves black. So we went for black, silver and red. So the stainless steel and the red just all worked really well together. And that was one part, we wanted it to look good. My kind of visual eye and what I want things to look like is quite important to me. So the design and the way it looked, having something that would be hanging up in someone's house, maybe in their spare room as a gym, you could leave it hanging up and it would look okay. It would look fine. It wouldn't stand out too much. So that was one other thing, really, in choosing what we kind of have ended up with, which is now what's on sale.
Yeah, definitely. That's really good. And then sort of like when you had like all the design, you had the anchoring, then you had the handles and stuff like that, then how did you go about sort of production and everything?
Well, my business partner is in manufacturing, so I was quite lucky to have the expertise there. And really, we went through different suppliers, and that's been quite hard to source. The different elements of it is I was quite an eye opener to me how hard it is. So the production part of it and the manufacturing part, I haven't had as much involvement with, only to say yes or no on pricing issues and decisions on how things look and where we're going to source them from. But it's manufactured in the UK, and we were very kind of particular about that. We wanted to make a product that was made in the UK and keep manufacturing in the UK, and that's quite difficult in the times at the moment. So that's one reason anyone who's got one may have noticed we've got a Union Jack on the back of the label. So yeah, we're very proud to be made in the UK.
That's it. Best of British, they're right there.
Yay.
Yeah, totally. And then once sort of like you had all the product together and everything like that, how did you first go about marketing it?
Well, the first few products were, once we knew we pretty much got it right, took along to a course run by John Latok, that many people will know, and several Fit Pros were there and were the first people to buy it. So the first early adopters of the Ztrainer as such. So they bought it and loved it, got some great feedback. John's got several himself now, and he kind of started off that way. And I used my fitness contacts to spread the word for people to try it. And one of the other first events we went to was the Fitness Entrepreneur Bootcamp last year. And we had a stand there, and many Fit Pros tried it, and people bought it and had a little go. And the words kind of spread that way by showing people and getting them to have a go, because it's sometimes quite hard just to see online what product's like. Just got to hold it and get out there. So been using the contacts that I had. Paul Mort's got one. Mark Tipping's got several. Charlotte Ord has got one. So really, it's just using people that know what they're talking about to spread the word. That's the main way I've done it to start with.
Yeah, definitely. Sort of like leveraging your contacts and stuff like that. Definitely.
Yeah.
Need to do for sure. And then because it's been about a year, hasn't it, since you first?
Yeah.
So it's been quick.
We launched it. I mean, it's been going on behind the scenes as such for over a year, but it was our official kind of first birthday last month, which is really exciting. And last month as well, the month before, we entered a competition called Born Global, which is to take UK businesses, innovative businesses, out to the global market. We got through to the auditions, several rounds of auditions. We didn't make the final, unfortunately, but we were really pleased to have been involved in that, and that was great PR for us. And now the word is spreading, and places like Champneys have bought some for their fit camps.
Oh, wow.
So that's really good. And we got we're on Amazon as well. So that's the other development. Last year, I think it was, we decided to go onto Amazon. So we're selling quite a few on Amazon. So that's really good. And just going to kind of carry on with spreading the word through Fit Pros. We also offer an affiliate program. So if Fit Pros are interested, I'll maybe give you some details at the end, but if you like the product and you want your clients to buy it because you know they're going to carry on training on their own, which is what it's all about, then you can make money out of referring people onto us. So that's just quite a nice way for Fit Pros that believe in the product to help their clients, really. And especially for PT clients, you want them to be training in between classes. So getting them to have a product that they can carry around, because it's only 800 grams, the Ztrainer. So it's not a big piece of kit to carry around. And in a boot camp scenario, if you want to buy maybe 5, 10 for boot camps, again, that's great. You just have one bag, throw them all in, and you've got hundreds of exercises you can do with your campers. So it's quite practical in that respect.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I myself, I've got 5 Ztrainers, and because I do my boot camp indoors, I've got 5 Z plates as well. Mm-hmm. So like, how did you go about like the Z plate? What were your thoughts on that?
We just, again, it was important to us for it to look good, because the last thing you want to have is a really nice product and then your attachment to the wall doesn't look so good. So it was kind of a case of sourcing something that was strong enough and was sturdy enough to support the system. And the Z plate's great because you can just literally have it up at home. You could have it on your ceiling or your wall, and someone probably wouldn't notice it. And then you take your Ztrainer down when you're not using it, wick it back up, got a fantastic anchor point. And yeah, for people like you using it in a kind of fixed location or a gym type environment even, then you've got these fixings to the wall. So if you haven't got a handy tree or a handy beam or play area to attach it to, if you've got the Z plate, then you're sorted. Also, for anyone that hasn't got any of those options, we've got the door anchor. That's the reason we sell our door anchor as a separate accessory, because if someone's just going to train outdoors and hook it to trees, they don't need a door anchor. So the door anchor is for people that maybe want to train indoors at home. I mean, I use it with PT clients if we're indoors. It's great if you're going on holiday, maybe in a hotel room, you can carry on training. So you've also got that flexibility of adding in the door anchor to be able to attach it to anything.
Yeah. I mean, I use that when I do home PT as well as training myself as well. It's seriously handy. So yeah, what has the Ztrainer got in store for the future?
So we're going to try and grow a little bit more into the European market. We're already in several countries, well, everywhere actually, in Canada, Australia, in Spain, in Luxembourg, several countries. So we're going to try and expand a little bit our European market. And we're also considering running an instructor training course, so to show people how to use a Ztrainer really and how to get the most of it.